This is State Representative Jay Neal reporting from your state capitol. Today is Wednesday, January 28, 2009. It is the 8th legislative day of the session. I want to talk to you today about three pieces of legislation that I co-sponsored. All three of them have been introduced by Representative Tom Graves. The first one is House Resolution 11, or the Taxpayer Dividend Amendment of 2010. This is a constitutional amendment that would allow you, the voters of Georgia, the opportunity to vote on a constitutional amendment that would address the use of any surplus funds in future budgets. Now, I know I don't have to tell you that there will be no surpluses in the 2009 fiscal or 2010 fiscal year budgets, but there have been surpluses in Georgia throughout our history, and I am confident we'll soon see surpluses again. Georgia is a state that provides a high quality of life. We have a friendly business environment. The citizens of Georgia are our greatest asset, and there is no doubt in my mind we'll see economic recovery and future surpluses. In the past, surpluses have been used for a variety of projects. House Resolution 11 would ensure that future surpluses are used in a very specific manner, and I think you'll like what we do with those surpluses. The first funding priority will be educational spending. There's no debate concerning the need to fund Georgia's schools. We are all well aware of the need there. And that will be the first priority for future surpluses. The second funding priority will be to maintain a reserves balance equal to 8% of the previous year's spending. That reserve balance is crucial, and it's that reserve balance that we've been able to build over the last several years that's helping us minimize the impact of the budget downturn that we're experiencing right now. The third priority would be a taxpayer dividend in the form of a reduction of the personal income taxes for you, all Georgians. And I know you like that one. Anything that's left after we've taken care of those education needs and after we've taken care of the reserves should be coming back to you. And House Resolution 11 will make sure that happens. Over the course of this last campaign, we saw and heard some disturbing reports concerning voter registration as groups such as ACORN made a very concerted effort to register as many people as possible, and many times with no regard to the eligibility of that individual. We saw reports of people registering numerous times. We saw others that were registering in numerous precincts or different addresses. And we saw some who were in the United States illegally, but yet registering to vote. House Resolution 12, also introduced by Representative Graves and co-sponsored by me, would require an individual registering to vote to provide verification of citizenship at the time of registration. The election process is critical to the freedom of our country, and House Resolution 12 will help protect the integrity of the electoral process, and it will ensure that your vote is not compromised by someone who is not eligible to vote. House Bill 44 would require the governor to present to the General Assembly a budget that contains 25 to 30% on a zero base. Each year thereafter, a new budget presentation would require 25 to 30% zero-based budgeting as well. This would provide much more transparency in the budgeting process, and it would also give the Appropriations Committee more tools to work with. The current budget process is a continuation budget. It's presented to the Appropriations Committee with a budget proposal that only includes the changes from the previous year's budget. Anything we put in the budget this year is just automatically a part of next year's base. And as the budget proposal comes to us in appropriations, we don't see that base, we just see any additions or subtractions from the base. House Bill 44 will take every department over the course of a 3 or 4 year period back to zero-based budgeting, and I think that's crucial for the transparency of the budgeting process. I'm proud to be a sponsor of these three pieces of legislation, and I look forward to working with Representative Graves as he moves them throughout the legislative process. This is Representative Jay Neal from your state capitol, and I appreciate the opportunity to share with you once again an update from the Capitol. If you'd like to contact me, you can reach me at my Capitol office or the email address that you'll see printed on the screen. Again, thank you and have a great day.